Narcissistic people are extremely self-entitled, very exploitative, they lack empathy, they believe they're special and the world should revolve around them, and they use many different manipulative tactics in order to get the world to revolve around them, to coerce people into living life on their terms. The narcissist is a master of intimidation, using various tactics to instill fear into others, to control and to manipulate and to confuse. Subtle threats to keep victims on edge and to ensure victims conform to the narcissist's demands. Narcissistic people put that thought into your head. They plant the seed and then they help it grow, so that you're constantly living in that state of fear, constantly wondering if you take action A, they might take action B, which is going to lead to some form of harm coming to you. They put you in that state of survival where you begin to fawn to their behaviour, because you are led to believe that if you just conform to what they're demanding from you, all will be okay. Only it never works out that way, because they're always wanting more. Now, a narcissist might just intimidate you with that physical domination, where they just stand over you, where they get in your face, where they shout at you, where they break things, theirs or yours. Now, when it comes to breaking things, they're not going to break things that are of importance to them. However, they will break things that are of importance to you. They will smash any kind of room to smithereens and then blame you. You push their buttons. You know what they're like. You should have left them alone. At least they didn't hit you in order to get away with their behaviour. They might just simply use the covert, the subtle threats that you can't actually call them out on. Not that you can really call a narcissist out on anything, because they'll just gaslight and deny. However, with the covert threats, they're just going to sort of say, wouldn't do that if I was you. What if this was to happen? What if? Just to plant those seeds of self-doubt within your mind. Or they'll use the overt, the obvious threats, where they say if you do action A, they will take action B, which is going to hurt you. Now, they can do this over things such as boundaries. So they promise to do something for you, and then they ask something of you which is very unreasonable, and you explain why you can't do it for them, and then they turn around and say, well, don't expect me to do that for you. So they have you between a rock and a hard place, where no matter what you choose, you will lose. As whatever they were supposed to be doing for you, it's usually not for you. It's usually for the children you have together, or your parents, or it's usually for someone. It usually involves a third party, whereby you're going to be letting somebody else down. So they corner you into doing things for them, so that they deliver on the promises that they once made to you. They get you reliant and dependent on them, so that you can't say no to them. They will use isolation against you. They will destroy your property, such as your passports, or they will hide your passports. They will hide your car keys. They will control financial resources. They will cut you off from friends and family. So you feel like you've got no one to turn to for any form of support. You feel trapped with no way out of the situation. They might lock the doors and hide the keys. They might block the doorways, and they're going to do all they can to restrain you, to keep you in that little box. And they can do it in the covert way, where you're going for a job interview and they'll hide your car keys and help you look for them, and when you're late they will suddenly find them for you. Or they can say that they don't trust that friend of yours, that your family interfere too much, Or they can do it the obvious way, where they just demand that you don't go, or you're going to be punished in some way. They can become very aggressive. They can start raging out at you. They can spit in your face. They can slap you. They can punch you. They can pull hair. They can strangle you. They can burn you. And they can also do the aggression in a covert way, where they might just tickle you, but tickle you too hard and claim that you're the one that can't take the joke, trying to show their dominance over you. Or they can go for the passive aggressive, where if you don't conform to their demands, they fall silent on you. They can come at you with the verbal threats of harm. So they're going to tell you what they're going to do to you if you don't do something for them. And they can also do this in a covert way by telling you what they've done to other people who stepped out of line, which puts that seed in your head that, oh, if you don't, you might be next on their list. When it comes to a narcissist and their intimidation, one of the first things you need to remember is you are not overreacting. All threats should be taken seriously. You need to find a safe way out. You need to gather as much evidence as you can. And remember that begging and pleading does not work with a narcissistic person. They simply lack the empathy, they lack the compassion. And because they're requiring that excessive attention, they get a thrill out of watching you beg and plead. They get a sick, twisted enjoyment out of it. Defending yourself to them doesn't work. They feel like they're getting the attention that they believe they're entitled to. A narcissist is not interested in compassion or empathy. They're interested in punishment and control. So you need to document all forms of abuse. That time they've done something and you think, oh, perhaps I should take a photo, it's a bit inappropriate to take a photo, you need to snap that photo. And then you need to seek support from the right people. There's always a way out. When it comes to our problems, there is always a solution. It's just sometimes the problem is the solution isn't the answer we're actually looking for. Only the solution that we can do is the way we solve our problem. Again, the problem is sometimes that solution isn't what we want. However, that's the solution we need, even when we don't like it. There is always a safe way out. It's just about finding that safe way out. If anyone has any intimidating tactics you noticed a narcissist using, please do add those into the comments with people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have a couple of books out on Amazon, 15 Rules to Deal with Narcissistic People if you're unable to go no contact, and a Narcissists Handbook, which is the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse. I shall link those into the description also if you'd like to take a look at those. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.